Previously on the Electric Enzo channel. Enzo took on Stage 1 of the November Ninja Fest competition. Stage 1 was all about speed. He sped through the course in a speedy time of 1 minute and 25 seconds, completing some absolutely insane obstacles. He took the course down like it was nothing. He took down the elevator drops and dropped them right down, right at the warped wall and hit the buzzer. After Stage 1 was Stage 2. He took on the devil steps and threw right across. And then he took on his nemesis, the V formation, and was able to complete it with ease, getting revenge on his enemy for years. With crazy obstacles such as the trust fall, the dropping salmon ladders, and the pin drops, this stage was no easy feat. But Enzo was able to take down the final obstacle of the pin drops, climb up the spider wall, and hit that buzzer. And now, it's here, the moment you've been waiting for. It's time for my November Ninja Fest Stage 3 run. What's going on, you guys? It's Electric Enzo here, and if you didn't watch last video, first of all, what are you doing? You gotta go watch last video. Second of all, I'm gonna give you a quick little rundown of what happened on Stage 1 and 2. Stage 1, I ended up completing the whole course, I got all 10 points, and then on Stage 2, I also ended up completing the entire course with some crazy obstacles, and I got my ever so delightful revenge on the V formation. Now today, we're gonna be watching my Stage 3 run, and this course is brutal. If you don't know, Stage 3 is the penultimate stage. If you can clear Stage 3, you are really a beast and you're great at ninja. And this competition was no exception. This Stage 3 had no filler obstacles, and all of them took at least one person out, which really proves how hard it really was. Once again, RJ Roman, he put on an amazing competition over at Obstacle Ninja Academy, and I just want to say thank you so much to the effort and work that he put into this competition, because all three stages were amazing, and this third stage was sick. And I will show you my run, but before we get into it, we have a quick little rules segment that we gotta go through. Here are the rules to Stage 3. So, because only 15 people cleared Stage 2, there were only 15 competitors on Stage 3. So yeah, there was a total of 15 competitors, and this course is extremely difficult. Lots of grip, lots of lock-offs in your arms, and lots of technical moves as well. There was a couple technical moves, which you normally don't see in a Stage 3, so it was a little bit of a nice change-up. There was no time limit, but you got 30 seconds to rest in between each obstacle, except for the ultimate cliffhanger, which you got 45 seconds of rest before, just cause it was so difficult. And I had a little bit of a slower time on the second stage, so I was running third on this course, so I didn't get too much people to watch beforehand, so I had to run third. So it was a little scary, but you know, I wasn't too nervous just because I knew I could go out there and do it. With all the rules out of the way, let's get into my run. So obstacle number 1 started out with a big trampoline jump to 2 dropping bungees. These were in little chambers, and when you caught the bungees, they dropped down, and then bungees dropped down as well, so it was like a double drop. A little bit tough, but nothing too bad. Then next was the dropping airmail special deliveries from Stronghold, but they were set flat, so you had to go upwards into a special delivery, and I'd never done something like that before, so it was a little weird, but I was able to catch it. Then I took a couple swings for another set of the airmail deliveries, but these were 2 times smaller than the first ones that I caught, but they were set normally. So you had to be really careful on these, and these took out a lot of the athletes because special deliveries are so varied and you have to really get your hands in there. But I was able to grab, and then I took one backswing and dismounted right away, being as efficient as possible. Now, obstacle number 2 was very similar to an obstacle in their last competition, but it was a very upgraded version of it. It was the multi-trainer crossing. So you had to go across the multi-trainers on the bar, and these, if you are not careful, they will slip out immediately on you. So I was making sure to be careful. I moved them very carefully, and then you had to lock it into the truss, which I had a little bit of trouble doing at first. It was a little hard to get it in the truss just because of the bars, the way they were set up, but I was able to eventually do it. Then I moved the other one into the truss and then pulled up as high as I could, and then reached up and locked it into this second set of bars. And then when I was around here, I couldn't get it locked in because the other multi-trainer was blocking the other one, so I had to spin around and then lock it in. So this did waste a little bit of energy. I wasn't as efficient as I would have liked to have been, but it wasn't anything too bad because I've been training my arm endurance for a while now, so it didn't get me too too tired, so I was able to just shimmy through and then able to dismount off of the obstacle. Now, obstacle number 3 was a play on the Iron Maiden. As you guys know, I love the Iron Maiden. It's one of my favorite obstacles in my backyard, but I'd never tried an Iron Maiden with a vertical grip. So one of them was just a normal peg, you know, it was just your normal Iron Maiden sleeve, just going up. But the other one was a nunchuck. So you had to go up the nunchuck and then go up the Iron Maiden. And then once you got to the top, you had to flip around and do it again with another set of nunchucks and Iron Maidens. And instead of going 1, 2, 1, 2 like I could have, I just decided to skip because I've been feeling good and confident in my lock-offs lately. So I was able to do that and be able to just skip up, and it felt really good. I felt really strong on it, and I was able to just get through. And once I got through, I knew the next obstacle was the Ninja Killer. This is the ultimate cliffhanger. If you guys don't know, the ultimate cliffhanger is typically the crux obstacle on stage 3 of American Ninja Warrior. If I got past this, I would have been guaranteed top 5, so we're gonna see if I do, and it was tough. There was also a split decision, which I'll explain when we get to it. But let's hop right into the cliffhanger. So I start, reach up, boom, 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 boom. We're reaching across. The first 2 ledges are 1.5 inch. The third ledge is 1 inch. Then once you grab the other cliffhangers, you want to spin around and cat grab the wall. Then once you cat grab the wall, I just shook out for a second just because I wanted to get the lactic acid out of my arms. I actually wasn't too tired at this point though, which was great. So then I reached over to the next cliffhanger, down to this huge cliffhanger, and here's where the split decision comes in. There was a set of pegs straight across from the cliffhanger that you could go to, and then you have to go across the pegs. They were very square and blocky though, so they were tough, and then lâché to a curved cliffhanger. Or you could go up, and if you decided to go up, then you had to do a huge lâché across to a curved cliffhanger, and it was downward, so you had to absorb the impact. Because I felt more comfortable absorbing that impact, I decided to go up. Let's see if it paid off. So I swung up, went up to the cliffhanger, caught it with one hand. I was feeling really good. I take a forward swing, I take a back swing, and I throw to the cliffhanger, and my hands peel off. You guys, this cliffhanger was curved, and I didn't expect how slippery it was gonna be. I expected it to be moderately slippery, but the second I caught it, my hands just peeled right off, and it was so unexpected. But I still ended in top 10 for this entire competition out of a stacked field of almost 100 competitors. Although I went down on the ultimate cliffhanger, I think overall, if you include my stage 1, 2, and 3 run, this might have even been my best competition ever to date, especially mentally. Throughout every single course run, I mentally felt amazing. And the fall that I had at the end wasn't because I didn't think I could do it, it was just from some unexpected slipperiness. And I've been training those curved cliffhangers. We just got some in my backyard. I've been training them like crazy, so if I ever see them in a competition again, I know that I will complete them. My favorite part about competitions is when you learn a good lesson, and my lesson is that efficiency is key. I could have been a little more efficient on that second obstacle, and possibly even the third obstacle, not too much though, just so I could ensure that my grip wouldn't have been as tired for a later move. So I'm gonna keep working that efficiency to make sure I can be efficient in early obstacles on courses. And I ended this competition in 9th place. Here's a picture of the leaderboard. Congratulations to Matthew Hall for 3rd, Max Aguirre for 2nd, and the Beast Noah Munier for 1st. You guys all killed it, and all 3 of them were able to complete this killer course. And now it's time for everyone's favorite segment, Top 3. There wasn't too many moments from this course just because it was a little bit of a shorter run than usual, but we still got 3 amazing moments. So coming in at number 3 was when I was finally able to figure out those multi-trainers because I was having some issues with them and I wasn't able to do it. But then I got a big pull up to the second one and I was able to shimmy my way across with ease. So that obstacle, being able to figure out an obstacle while you're on it is awesome because you're struggling, and then you figure it out. So it's perfect. Coming in at number 2 is actually the first obstacle because I really enjoyed how different it was from your typical first obstacle that you see on stage 3 course. Usually it's something like super grip or endurance or arm strength based, but it was like a lâché based obstacle where you had to catch these really thin slots, and I really enjoyed it and I thought I was very efficient through it and I felt super comfortable on it, and it was just a really fun obstacle. I really enjoyed how RJ threw that in there, so it comes in at number 2. And coming in at number 1 was my cheeky little one-hand move on the cliffhanger. I didn't actually plan to do this, but while I was there, it just felt natural. I pulled up and then lâchéed up as high as I could. Then I was just like, boom, one hand. And I thought it was a really fun move. I got a couple people messaging me after the competition saying nice one-handed move. So that was really fun. But yeah, it's a really fun move. And when you do it with the one hand, it just feels really nice. This competition, I think one thing that I did really well was I was super confident in the moves that I made and I didn't second guess anything, and I think that just proves it even more. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed my stage 3 run, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more courses like that, maybe if you want to see me run similar courses on my backyard course, let me know in the comments down below. I will see you guys in the next one. You're the best. Peace out.